Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go!
On 1st and 10, Sims looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down now after the pass completion. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sims. And Gen's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Sims. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Time with Mark Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Sims trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on first down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sims. And his His throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go.
On third down, Sims. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks around the 37. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Kamara trying to right side. Finding some room at midfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down. Sims. His throw incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on third down, Sims. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And onto the field here come the... Panthers, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And I think the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Sims. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 22-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sims. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Sims. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Kamara trying again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sims under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No, check.
They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a first down and 5 for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on second down. Sims. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Off play action. Sims. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. A 10th carry for Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Looking to throw on second down. Sims, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sims, and he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tyler Davison. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands?
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Sims. This is caught by Ginn. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
On first down, Sims. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Sims, left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Mike's 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Off the play fake. Sims. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They run it again with Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
The Saints on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Sims. And this is going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. That's 30 yards now on the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing on 1st down. Sims. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Sims. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. 38.
On 3rd down, Sims. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Gallman, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back to throw here. It's caught by Funchess. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll drop to throw, and this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. First and goal from the 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Panthers in for the score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again. Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third and long. Sims. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the Panthers coming out now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to bolt his way in for a Panther score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's Sims. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Sims. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, Kamara. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down highlight. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. A busy night continues for Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Looking to throw on second down. Sims. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sims. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He got 29 yards that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?